Hello, my fellow dragons and wanderers alike. It is I, the Dragon number 95, here, and joining with me are two other draconic beings.
What is up, mutts? What is up, nuts, mutts, and everything in between? Rosebane16 here.
And I am Jacob the Dragon, but you already know that.
Yep. Anyways, the specific topic we're basically going to be talking about. Before we start, welcome to the stream, everyone. It's nice to basically have you here. Oh, and again, reminder, please, if anyone's going to make any controversy sort of comments and such, you will be putting the timeout.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep this user-friendly and...
Or at least not too contradicting.
Yeah, we just want to be peaceful here. We just want to be... we don't want to worry about real-life stuff, okay?
That or basically have people who basically might cause drama, which we do want to avoid.
Yes, please.
So yeah,
We've already had
so
enough to
don't...
deal with that for months now.
So yeah, so don't do any drama stuff.
Yes. Motorcycle!
Yeah, that's, Also, actually, I'm on YouTube on my TV, and I saw the, I saw the thumbnail you put for the video. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ooh, what's the thumbnail?
Basically, Riella and Knight's, trading outfits.
Oh, that's just the background of my, YouTube channel.
So funny.
Tube.
Hi, Koshi.
Yeah,
Welcome to the
YouTube.
stream.
Yes, welcome.
So
Anyways,
today...
let us pretty much begin with this, shall we? Chelsea, you can basically tell what exactly we were going on about before.
Okay, so me and Ashley were talking about an age-old question. Are dragons monsters?
That's something that really should have come to people's minds.
And today we are going to discuss, we are going to put our 2 cents into this, and we asked our fellow dragon friend Jacob to put his 2 cents in. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are aware of how dragons are portrayed in social media.
Well, let's just say, let me ask you this. When hasn't there been a story that literally involves a dragon as an antagonist or an obstacle course to dwell? It's become it's become a real stereotype at this point.
Yeah, and
Good.
It really depends on the story.
Other than that, it's just cookie cutters without reasoning or story behind it.
Yeah, just big, scary, giant, fire-breathing lizards burning down villages, stealing cattle, stealing princesses. Basically, it's basically like been there, done that. And personally, and thank you, Koshi, neither do we, which is why we're going to get into that. Now, we're here to answer that question. Now, everything you're going to be hearing in this video is our own personal opinions, and please just try to respect our opinions. We're not asking you to accept it in any way, but we at least ask if you...
Yeah, we're not basically Pedro. Ugh.
Anyways.
He's basically a joke at this point. Anyways.
Now, do we think that dragons are monsters? Simple answer, no. No, we don't.
Because when you think about it, dragons hold more to them than what humans expect. In fact, look at us. We're basically reptilians in a certain way.
Dragons have been a rich part of history, and, well, yes, there are times where they are seen as terrifying, but they're also incredibly majestic. They are powerful, beautiful creatures that deserve the utmost respect.
Not to mention, let's not pretty much forget that within storytelling and the lore behind them, you can really get a real vision and a real feel for these worlds and where they come from and such.
With dragons, you can have a lot of interesting storylines with them.
With humans, basic formulas and such when it comes to certain things. Place a human in there, not as interesting. It mostly comes down to story.
Let me know when I could put in my 2 cents.
You can if you want, go for it.
Okay, so I fully agree with Ashley and Chelsea. I don't think dragons are monsters. And like I said, like early on, it also depends on the story. Now,
Jacob, why don't you give your thoughts about that?
That's what I'm doing right now.
Sorry, tag in.
Okay, so the only way, there's a very rare way you can make me see an antagonist who's a dragon without making it feel like a stereotype. The only way to do that is if every other character in the story are dragons, including the hero. So, for example, here's 2 examples, like Spyro and Malifaux.
Yep.
And Wings of Fire with all the characters. Now, keep in mind, I only read Arc 1 of Wings of Fire.
Well, there are comic dubs out.
I know. I actually do have the comics.
Nice.
And yeah, and speaking of the Arc 1 comics and such, like as far as I know, there's not really many quote unquote humans in the story. They're just kind of they're not even, they're just seen as like creatures, like called scavengers. But other than that, the dragons are the main thing.
Thing is, like, it's dragons. Except way more interesting because cats. No, as a cat person, I basically don't like when cats basically do fighting and such like that.
Now,
Yeah, so-
I've actually seen a video talking about warrior cats, and from what I got from it, it left a lot to be. The warrior cats seem to have a lot to be desired.
I know jack shit about that.
I never read really any of the Warrior Cat series. Funnily enough,
Me
I did see
neither.
some of the books in a library before.
Because like in Sparrow, because Sparrow himself is a dragon and he's the hero, and there's Cinder and she's a dragon and the Guardians and they're dragons, like Malifaux doesn't feel like a stereotypical dragon villain. Because makes sense within the world.
Yes, it's storytelling and such, and the 3 games, I'm gonna say this right now, you actually learn about why he basically ended up the way he did.
And now I know that there are several people who aren't really big fans of the Legend of Spyro trilogy due to its more darker undertones, but for me, that's why I absolutely love it. It's a fresh new storyline, and I happen to like darker stories a lot, so...
Not to mention, let's just say they actually made Spyro actually more interesting, and they actually made it work. Sorry, Mario, sorry, Sonic, but you guys basically just missed the mark.
Yeah, and with Wings of Fire, like Arc 1 has like the main characters who are obviously dragons, like the Dragonets of Destiny, all 5 are dragons and they're the good guys of the story.
And
there's
when they start out, let's just say they've been they've been through quite a bit.
Yeah, they've been through a lot. I'm not gonna spoil anything for Chelsea because she still doesn't know how Arc 1 ends.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know what book 4 and 5 are about. I'm not gonna say anything here for the stream.
Yes.
But
And
I will tell you this, Chelsea, like there's something about there's gonna be something in book 4 that you're not gonna like.
oh boy. Oh,
But yeah.
and also I'd like to bring up something like a personal project that me and Ashley are actually working on. Me and that, like, I had got one of my friends, Pegasister64, shout out to you, Peg, had turned me on to this online game called Flight Rising.
Yeah, it's basically what you call, let's just say this is the before Wings of Fire.
And honestly, think of it like Neopets, but with dragons. Also, hello, Comic-Con World. Welcome to the stream.
Also, can I share my Feishi thoughts with Wings of Fire real quick?
Sure you can.
Okay, and as with the villains of Arc 1, it's hard to really exactly pinpoint who exactly like the main villain of the arc is, but there's like at least 3. There's 2 out of the 3. Like there's the Sandwing sisters.
Oh, she's not in this. Sorry.
Burn, Blister, and Blaze. Like Burn just loves to like continue the war if she wins. Blister is manipulative, and Blaze isn't really too much of a villain, but she is like not the smartest one. So
Ouch.
so you can't really.
She's basically the dumb blonde.
Yeah, so it's hard to really call her a villain. And then there's also Morrisier, the Nightwing. That guy's a fucking dick. So there's kind of like 3 central villains of the story.
Yes.
Like I would say 4 if Blaze was an actual villain, but Blaze doesn't really feel like one, so that's why I'm saying 3.
I've seen that. Yeah,
Burn,
she
Blister,
pretty
and
much
Morrisier.
isn't.
Yeah, Burn, Blister, and Morrisier, basically. So yeah, so
There's
bada bing,
also
bada boom.
other antagonists too, like Scarlet.
Oh yeah.
She literally
The-
she literally captures any dragon and makes them compete for their lives.
And literally, and
she's-
well,
and sh-
Chelsea, let her speak.
well, I'm just
Sorry.
gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this because what she did to Tsunami was nothing short of disgusting, and that really just grinds my gears with her.
I mean, that's the point. She's supposed to be quite an antagonist.
But you can continue, Jacob.
So yeah, and Scarlet is the ally of Burn.
What a fucking shock.
So yeah, so Scarlet was mainly the main villain of the first book.
So, going back to what I was saying about Flight Rising, basically how I see it is kind of like Neopets, but instead of the pets you get there, it's dragons.
Yes, and there are different types, there are different breeds, and they come with multiple color schemes.
Lots of color schemes, lots of patterns. It's amazing. And for us, the world just seems very open and just really up to interpretation if you really want to like get into the more story-driven versions of it, and me and Ashley, as a personal project, are actually working on stories for our dragons.
Yeah. Huh? I don't know. Depends on what you basically spend, because people honestly just make dragons these monsters anyway. So I don't think that's anything horrifying, unless you're making it like zombie or something.
Okay, zombie dragons, I will admit that those are really kind of cool.
I mean, let's be honest here. You're gonna basically, you would want to see something like that.
I would, and that's kind of like why I love the ghost trait so much.
Funnily enough, I actually have some.
Speaking of zombie dragons, there's actually a zombie version of Red Eye's Black Dragon in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
You gotta send me an image of that. Now I want to see that. But while Jacob is doing that, like I said, me and Ashley are doing our own little stories for our dragons.
Let's just say it was something we came up with, and it's really fun.
I got, like, Pegasus64 got me into Flight Rising. I got Ashley into Flight Rising.
And Flame.
Yeah. Now, our friend Robotic Galaxy, she's been on the channel a few times. She's the one who's actually been playing the longest out of all four of us.
She's a veteran.
Yes, and honestly, shout out to you, Robot, for helping us with our Jesus fucking Christ. That is insane.
So here's regular Red Eye Zombie Dragon. And
You know,
now
you
here's
could
a
just screen
super
share it.
version.
Jesus Christ. That's horrifying.
And,
You could,
oh,
you know, if you want, you could screen share if you want.
and another. So yeah, there's the basic idea of it.
And me and Ashley were planning on doing our own little video to show our dragons in Flight Rising and tell everybody a little bit about them. But that really didn't go out over very well because, well,
Let's just say Discord is not the best.
yeah, and not to mention my Wi-Fi decided to be a dick that day, so I'm not too thrilled about that.
It was also raining over here too.
So, a lot of unforeseen consequences, unfortunately, made us postpone the video for now.
But hey, we'll redo the thing, and also, I know I plan on making some of the DDs in the Flight Rising stuff, in the Flight Rising look.
And funny enough, I actually found two dragons that actually had a same kind of color scheme and look of two of my deities.
If you're wondering what's going on in the background on my end, well, someone is moving their trash.
Oof.
I can imagine someone doing an animation of that sound in the background. But anywho's,
So
there.
back to what we were saying.
Yes.
Like, basically, we do not think that dragons are monsters, and personally, we feel it's kind of insulting to see them as such, especially in social media.
Yeah,
I
really.
mean, here's pretty much a prime example. Bowser.
Oh god.
The
Literally.
good old princess kidnapper.
Let's just say Bowser is when put in a position such, yeah, we get it, but Bowser, not the most intimidating.
He does a really cool design, though.
Yeah,
He really does.
but he did dress up as a furry. Like, he literally had the cat suit.
I didn't know that. That's
Super-
hilarious.
You want to know what they call him officially?
Meowser.
Meowser! Oh god!
And he's a tiger! I mean, the only time I've seen Bowser that actually looks very intimidating was Bowser's Fury.
Yeah, like,
Oh yeah, that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I remember
Bowser
that.
wasn't even in control of himself.
I remember, like, I was talking to Chelsea about possible theories on how did Bowser get like that before the game came out, and then the game came out, and then it became clear why Bowser became like that, even though it was not the most satisfying answer.
Oh, thank God.
And
Oh,
do
thank
you
God
guys-
for fandoms.
yeah, do you want to know what was the actual
Yeah.
cause for Bowser going crazy?
Yeah, what happened?
Okay, basically, this whole thing was Bowser Jr.'s fault.
He didn't know that would
What?
happen.
Yeah, he basically tried to prank his father by painting him black.
Look, he's a little kid. He didn't know better, and that's basically the consequences that happen.
So yeah, so basically it was all because of a prank.
Oh, and I'll pretty much be clear about this, but the ending of that just wasn't satisfying. It's just like, that's it?
Yeah.
Come
I actually completed Bowser's Fury too.
Well, you pretty much get the idea. What I mean is that the ending wasn't satisfying.
Like, the ending for 3D World was more satisfying, even though I have not completed it yet. I've
Wait,
beaten
what-
it, but not completed it.
Okay, so what exactly happened during the ending of Bowser's Fury?
Basically after defeating Bowser's Fury's final form, Bowser returns back to normal, and when Bowser wakes up, he has no memory of what happened, and he sees Mario and tries to attack Mario, and then it looked like Bowser Jr. Oh wait, Bowser Jr. looked like he was about to thank Mario, but they just started like saying basically just things back to normal. So then cats began to cuddle Cat Mario, and basically Plussy became a giant cat Plussy because of the 3 Gigabells that crushed Bowser in the final battle. Theory about that.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
doing
just
a
say
poll-
it was
I'm
very
doing-
weird. It was basically just, it was basically not that satisfying.
Yeah,
That doesn't
I'm-
sound very satisfying, actually.
yeah, I am poorly explaining this ending. So yeah, the end credits basically show like Bowser's Jr.'s depiction of events, and it basically revealed that it was a prank. Imagine if Mario found out that it was all because of a prank.
I'm pretty certain he would not be too impressed about it.
You mean to tell me this whole thing was a freaking prank?
Let's just be
Yeah.
glad that Edward isn't here, otherwise he'd be squawking and going off topic. Like, way beyond topic about this.
We still
Oh,
love
come
you,
on.
Edward.
Yes. Also, okay. Chelsea, I'm pretty certain this is more keen, because you basically have followed this before, but the thing with Emma P and dragons.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Well, I do like the fact that Spike is part of the main cast, though I really don't appreciate how basically he's become the butt of everyone's joke. But I do think that the more personal moments between Twilight and Spike are really heartwarming, and she always tries to make sure that he knows that he is loved.
Basically, a brother-sister relationship.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a season where the writers just absolutely tortured Spike?
Yeah, that was we don't talk about that.
Didn't you basically ship Sweetie Belle with Spike? I mean,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
Yeah, cuz Okay, I'm gonna be the first to say this here. And for anyone who is a Sparity shipper, please don't try to take any offense to this. I'm not saying it to be offensive, but Sparity just does not make a damn lick of sense to me.
Hey, that's the equivalency of Tsunami.
Like, something about it just, it doesn't set well with me.
Exactly. Also, the episode when they basically go with the dragon migration. My gosh, poor Spike.
I mean, to be fair, he spent most of his life raised by ponies, so he had absolutely no idea.
He had an
What-
identity crisis.
Yeah, like, I mean, he thought what he was, and like, I get English, I can.
It's alright.
Oh, Lord.
Also, let's not forget the fact that, the very ponies who basically seem as part of their family and such, they basically were not they did not have the brightest words.
Then again, whoever did had the brightest words.
Also, screw those dragon boys.
Yeah, really.
They were just a bunch of frat boys, and they basically enjoy killing phoenix eggs. I am not even kidding.
Oh no, I remember that one.
At least when it came to the Dragon Lord episode,
That was. I agree with everybody in the fandom. That was Spike's best episode.
yes, and that dragon bully got what he basically deserved.
Justice!
Yes, and Spike made Amber the Dragon Lord because hey, she basically could do it. Also, it's rather baffling that her father was that huge and she's that short.
It's also kind of cool. I really did love Dragon Lord Torch's design.
Yeah.
So, Ashley, like, what are your some, like, going back to Flight Rising for just a moment, like, what are some of the things you like about that game?
Well, not only the fact there are different types of dragons you could basically look up and basically see which ones you find interesting, but there's also the mini games you could basically play to earn treasure and such. There are things in the trade options you can do. I've actually been doing a few myself. And not to mention the kind of lores that basically go into this. Oh, and here's the other thing. And apparently, the dragons have their own community and such, meaning that they aren't owned or trapped by humans. It depends on the clan and the types of dragons you basically are.
Okay.
Like, say which dragon clan you're in.
I'm in Ice Flight.
I'm in Arcane Flight.
I still have not played Flights Rising yet, to be honest.
Dude, you need to fucking try it. It is awesome.
There are different dragon types in there.
And hell, I've showed you some of mine, and they're fucking amazing.
You even have a snapper.
Yes, I do. And I was kind of honored about this, and frankly, I was kind of surprised. Like, Ashley's two dragons, Ryder and Turtle. Yes, she named them, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Their eggs had hatched actually today, and Ashley had actually sent me one of their hatchlings. And in honor of the new baby, I made a little bit of art of her. And Ashley, like, what did you think of that?
Well, I will say, yeah, definitely got the colors down. I'd say, wow, that was quick.
Yeah, it was my first time drawing her breed, but I also wanted to give my own sort of take on her. You know, add my own little flair to it.
I mean, it makes sense.
But overall, like, how did I do on her?
You nailed it.
Yay.
At least your art style, at least is catered to what you basically were making it as, and not as. And motorcycles!
Yes, yes. Sorry about that, everybody. Motorcycles are a thing.
Oh man, it's like hydro voice acting.
And to share my screen for a moment to show the baby in question.
Yes. While you're doing that.
And here she is. Isn't she just adorable?
Ah, come on, work with me,
Adorbs.
work with me here. I want to basically see this. My thing is basically lagging.
Oh, I hate that.
Okay, now I can see it.
And here she is, the little Ophelia.
Yes.
The newest Bab to the Ice Clan. Quite a pretty little thing she is.
Why not show your dragons now that you're on here?
With pleasure. So everybody, welcome to my clan. I have a total at the moment 38 dragons. I'm expecting 7 due to two that are actually being bred.
I have quite the few as well.
Parents here. Yes, you do, and they are absolutely stunning. So this is my very first dragon. His breed are known as Tundras, and this is my boy Arwen. And this is his familiar.
Yeah, familiars are basically like pets to these guys.
How cute is that?
Yes.
This little lady is my second one. These two are basically the leaders of my flight.
Yes. Yes, you do. Yes, you do spy a stream. Welcome. Anyways,
and this is Arwen's mate, Autumn.
Chelsea, why don't we explain a little bit of what we found out about the height differences between these dragons?
Okay, so we'll get to there. We'll get to there when I come across him, but this is another really cool species, and trust me, in Flight Rising you get yep. And this handsome boy is Azurite. He is going to be a first-time father, so we're very excited about that. And this is his mate, Diamond. Her breed are known as Sky Dancers. And isn't she? Didn't you think Nymeria
would be a Sky Dancer?
Oh fuck yeah!
I am so gonna be doing these art teams afterwards.
So yes, Azurite and Diamond are gonna be first-time parents. I'm very.
She's
excited.
A blue diamond.
Blue.
Now, this one is actually a new breed to the game. They're called Aberrations, and this is actually my first one. Her name is Gemini.
Yep.
Hello, Gemini.
The colors are really nice too.
Yeah. Oh, she's gorgeous. This one is definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, really cool.
my other sky dancer, this lovely creature, is Persephone.
And this is what she means by
And-
ghost.
Yes, the ghost trait is basically like this really cool skeletal pattern on their bodies. I absolutely adore this pattern, and it's definitely one of my favorites.
Oh, we've been fine. We've been fine. In fact, with Flame, that's what they go by now. Flame's
Yeah.
been doing rather well, actually.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Flame. We
They've
love
been
you,
doing
you
their own
crazy
thing,
motherfucker.
and also they, like I said, they basically got into this game.
Yeah.
This is a pearl catcher, by the way.
Yep, this is actually another one that I had bred with someone. This handsome boy is Oasis.
Isn't he?
And-
Isn't he just cool?
Isn't he beautiful? Here is a breed known as Imperials. And he has another one of my favorite traits, and as you can tell by the wings, he has the butterfly trait.
That's why he's called Monarch.
He is also paired up with someone else, and we will get to their mates in a moment. This is Oasis's mate. Her name is Hibiscus.
Yeah, the Dragon Balls.
And here we have Monarch's
No, wait, that
mate.
has two blue balls.
And here we have Monarch's mate. This
Siren.
beautiful creature. Yep, her name is Siren, and today their first brood had actually grown up, and a few weeks back, Arwen and Autumn's kids had grown, and they are absolutely fucking amazing. And here we actually have one of Arwen and Autumn's kids. This is their son Auburn. I remember when he was still a wee little fluky bud.
Here's also something funny. Apparently, according to the wiki of this dragon breed, apparently they describe tundra dragons as the big dumb types.
I personally find that kind of insulting because I do think, because like I'm not really the kind of person for stereotypes that much.
Yeah, agree.
So, and this lovely little lady is Auburn's sister, Peony.
Oh,
I
you
will
can also
see.
dress your dragons up too.
And you can put them in pants. I find
Yes.
that absolutely fucking hilarious.
Yes. The best part, they can wear pants.
And the
If
last
anybody
of
wants
her-
to make a meme of that, feel free to.
So here is the third of Arwen and Autumn's kids. This beautiful creature is Phelan.
Like I said, they can make different colors.
The colors and here is this big guy. This is Arctic Vale. And a fun little fact we found out about his breed. Apparently they're bigger than a tundra.
And he is very floofy.
Yes, he is. And that's why I love this another breed that I absolutely love, because I love the fluff.
I basically have one.
He almost looks like Chilton too.
Oh, please. Do you remember that? Okay, so something funny that I actually saw when I was on the Flight Rising wiki, like, they would show little, you know what, hold on. Just to go
You can
off
do
of
that.
this for a moment, because
By all means, go
y'all
for it.
need to see this. I first showed this to Ashley, and we just bursted out laughing. Gaylor, here we go. Okay, so, like, they'll show, like, examples of the breed. Oh, gee, doesn't this guy look familiar?
It looks like Chilton.
I freaking peed! I died! I fucking died!
Chilton and Flex Rising confirmed.
So that
That
confirms
is
that he's
so
not a
good.
tundra.
No, he's a Galar. Who knew?
Honestly, I don't know which. I'm not sure which dragon deity I have that actually fits what they sort of reads. I haven't found any yet, but I did know that one dragon actually had Fluttershy's colorings.
That was absolutely fucking hilarious. And goddamn it. Hold on, guys.
Okay.
Shit. Hold on, I gotta stop sharing for a moment. Did you seriously just fart, you fucking freak?
This is Sparta!
Well, I can pretty much confirm this, people. You can see why we wanted Chelsea on here, because she makes the interesting commentary.
What can I say? What can I say? I'm just that amazing. So, sorry about that.
Yeah,
back
and
to...
Chelsea. Before we basically
Yo.
continue, care to say the type of art I gave you that involved a certain meme?
Could
The
you
slap?
repeat? Could you? Oh, yeah. Okay, so, well, we'll talk about that in a moment.
Yes.
And here is a female of the same breed who has my ever so favorite ghost pattern, and this lovely girl is named Banshee. And
Honestly,
she is the... Okay, so in the story that we have for our dragons, Arctic Vale is actually in a gay relationship, and Banshee here is being the surrogate mother. And here's Arctic's mate, a veil spun by the name of Nightshade.
Here's the thing, looks a lot like Queen Chrysalis.
As funny as that is, yes, he kind of does.
Except the fact that he's not taking anybody's love.
So
Wait, would that make
So
him, wait.
this is-
Would that make him the pretty boy in the group?
Well, I'm honestly seeing him as a kind of my brain is just shut off for some weird reason. God damn it. Anyways, this species is known as an obelisk. And honestly, he looks a lot like my deity Void.
Funny how
So,
I actually have one named Void.
Ha! So this handsome dude is Vesper. And here we have Persephone's mate, Hades. And something
here's
really
a funny
funny
story. Here's a funny story that Chelsea's going to tell.
Okay,
you.
so when I first saw him, I'm like, oh my god, he needs to be in my clan. And I saw his original name was, and I wish I was kidding here, Blue Raspberry.
Yep.
That freaking killed me. And also, sorry, I was commented by somebody. But and here's one that looks a lot like my deity Necromosa. I named her Styx.
Fitting.
This one was actually given to me by the same friend who turned me on to Flight Rising. This gorgeous creature is Hawkeye. And here is one of Siren
Anemone.
and Monarch's kids. Yep, Anemone, their daughter. Now, unlike Arwen and Autumn, who had 2 daughters and a son, Monarch and Siren have the opposite. 2 sons and 1 daughter. So this is their daughter. and she is quite the looker. Here is their son, Viceroy. He inherited Daddy's Monarch's butterfly trait, and he is absolutely stunning.
Yes, very stunning.
Stunning.
And this is Milkweed.
Care to say what that means?
Okay, so here's a fun little some fun little butterfly facts for y'all. Milkweed is actually a monarch butterfly's host plant.
Oh.
And monarch caterpillars eat the plants. So yeah, fun fact for y'all.
That is a pretty fun fact. Very fun indeed.
Hey, Ree!
Hey!
We've been booped by Ree.
Yay.
Y'all got booped!
We got another butterfly boy here.
Time to boop Ree back. Boop!
Yeah, care to say about this fella right here?
Okay, his species are known as okay, so, and also I apparently have been saying the species name wrong. I actually looked up the pronunciation for it. Apparently they're called coatl.
Yeah, Quetzalcoatl, if you guys are curious, so they shorten it to Coatl. Oh, wait, you didn't tell how you got him.
Okay, so, I gotta be completely honest, my brain's just not wanting to work.
Okay, you found him in the auction. You found him in the auction house.
Yes, that's where I kind of found most of my dragons. And
the poor thing was at 0 health energy.
I couldn't just stand there and not take him, so I scooped him up, and now he's a happy member of my flight. Yeah. And now we have a baby Galar. Yeah, this is basically what Arctic Vale and Banshee's species looks like when they're babies. They're very incredibly fluffy. They're fluffy, small babs, and this one's name is Eclipse. And he's a little boy.
How cute!
And here we have another one that Ashley had sent over to me.
Yeah, one of my few nests that I basically gave.
Yep. His species are known as spirals, and this little guy's name is Anaconda.
Because his mother's name is Viper.
And I kind of wanted to go with that kind of theme.
I mean, it is snake-like.
True. And this little lady is from another pair of mates of Ashley's.
With my Ridgeback and Tundra Dragon.
I named this little girl Artemis.
You could tell it carries both traits.
And she is absolutely stunning. Here is another coatl that I happen to own. This is Bijouterie, or Bijou for short.
Yep. And basically mated with your Goldie boy.
Yep. Well, actually, no. Mariposa is with
my bad.
It's fine. And here is Mariposa.
It's
actually,
Spanish.
I'm going to explain. It's Spanish for butterfly, just like how Papillon is actually French for butterfly. More fun facts for your faces.
And here's the thing. I happened to basically spot this. I showed her, and while she was buying one, I basically bought this one, but it had a very long, ridiculous name, so I threw in some scrolls for basically a bonus.
Yeah, and something you can do in this game, and it is stupidly helpful, are the scrolls of renaming. And I kind of had to use my second and third one for like, well, we'll get to there in a moment. Well, for one, for another aberration I happened to have picked up, I misspelled the name and I had to use the scroll of renaming because I was being a bit of a grammar Nazi at that moment.
It's okay.
The big oof.
There's this boy.
Yep. So this was actually from a trade that me and Ashley did.
Yep.
And he is also an aberration, just like Gemini. And while I did want to name him after a fruit that grows in the game, unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to. So I had to kind of rethink it a little bit. And when I saw that one of his parents was actually named Pepper, my mind instantly went to Chili Pepper, so this is Chili.
And it's a sauce. Didn't you basically draw him like a male partner?
Yes, I did, and we'll get to him in a moment. This is... Okay, so a fun little fact about this one. Ashley has a Tundra with the ghost pattern, who happens to be Artemis's mother. Her name is Stella. Absolutely stunning dragon, by the way. And I loved her design so much that I wanted to get a Tundra with the ghost pattern, and I happened to find this guy. I named him Frankincense.
You're welcome.
And he also now has a mate. So this one was also from a trade that me and Ashley did.
Yep.
I had to change a letter in the name, but this is Cascade.
It's mainly the pattern.
The pattern, the colors, he's just absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Now, here we have one that I happened to nab today. This pretty little lady is Angel. So, she was the one I had... This was the one I kind of had to use one of the scrolls of renaming, because I had named her originally Rosebriar, but I misspelled Briar, and I'm like, oh, balls! And I happened to remember that. I happen to remember, oh wait, Ashley was actually nice enough to get me those scrolls, because I'm a total moron.
Mm-hmm.
Which, thank you again, Ashley. I was not expecting that, and you really just kind of surprised me there. So
I aim to please. Also, I take fan art as payment.
Yes, you do, and I did some fan art for her as payment for this, because what can I say? I'm really good at it.
It's a win-win.
Yep. So, yes, I decided instead of Rosebriar, I'd name her Angel, and I think Angel actually works a lot better for her. Now we get to another Galar that I happened to find today. This gorgeous golden girl, her name is Honey.
Hello, honey.
I absolutely fell in love with her pretty golden coloring, her patterns, and I loved the flowers in her hair.
Why do I imagine this dragon is basically above in the ranks in the group?
I could totally see that. I'm still kind of working on some stories for some of my dragons. So
wait. Could her name actually shorten like from honeysuckle?
That could be.
It's a plant, people.
And this handsome boy is Leo. He was actually rehomed to me by Robotic Galaxy. Thank you again, Robot, for this absolutely gorgeous boy.
Yes, look at those colors.
He is absolutely stunning. And here we have Ophelia again saying hello.
Hello.
It's your first time having a snapper.
Yes, it is. And this one had both the butterfly and the ghost trait, so immediately I had to get her because she's absolutely stunning.
Oh,
And I
win-win.
decided, yeah, like this, and she is actually Frankincense's wife. Well, his mate. I named her Willow.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, this gorgeous gal is Anubis.
It's mainly the patterns, isn't it?
Yeah, the pattern is actually called Pharaoh. So I wanted to kind of I wanted to name her in honor of one of the Egyptian gods. And one of my personal favorites was actually Anubis. So,
Huh.
win-win.
Mine is Sobek, actually.
There we have it. Those are all 38 of my dragons in Flight Rising.
I have multiples. Also, now we can basically go on a bit about that slap picture I gave you. Let's just say we are joking about it, and it's a parody about, let's just say, someone who's claiming to be a Knight Marin of Ice, and let's just say that did not a new challenger approaches, or someone is trying to dare challenge and take the throne of Ice.
Also, actually, like, would you like to show everybody what I did for you as payment for you helping me?
Yeah. If it can work. Hang on, let me basically get it.
So this is more or less a personal project on my end, but Ashley actually wanted to know what her deities would look like in my style. And so far, I've done about 4.
Yes.
And
don't worry. This is gonna take. Don't worry. I will basically find.
I can send you a link.
Shaking a bit.
I can just send you a link if you want.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Oof. By the way, it poured down here earlier.
Dude. Well, you know what? Just for the sake of shits and giggles, I'm just linking you the image, and I sent you the link to the image in your DMs. And hi, Flame.
Flame, you still need to check on the crossroads. Unless you already did.
I have no idea what the hell she did, but I'm pretty sure it was awesome.
Yes. Okay, found it.
What'd you find?
I found what I was looking for.
Woo!
But work. Thank you. Stop lagging on me. Thank you. I want to basically show. I want to show the beautifulness. Okay. Jacob, you have any things to say about this?
About Flights Rising?
Yes.
I still gotta play it one day.
It's a little tricky to get the hang of it first, but I promise you, it gets way better.
Trust me, it's totally worth it, and, like, it's amazing. And hi, Shio. Welcome to the stream.
Yes. Anyways, here is Forzati.
So...
It's Rosati!
Yes, it is. Now, I kind of went with a bit of deer... I went with a sort of deer-like attributes in his design, since he is a nature deity, and
I also noticed that he has like fins on him.
Well, I know. I was drawing the fins like his fin ears. Okay, apparently I was doing that completely wrong. Okay, apparently I mistook those horns as fin ears.
Well, he doesn't have fins. If anything,
didn't-
Oshai has those.
I didn't know that.
It's okay.
But then again, it's my design, so whatever. It all counts!
And here is Flora!
Since Flora is an Asian dragon in design, I wanted his design to kind of mirror that.
It looks like he has miniature volcanoes on him.
There's supposed to be like, there's actually supposed to be like, incense burners. And
great, I have motorcycles going on down here.
Well, they say ain't the horny police.
Yeah, no, we don't need that.
Look out! It's the horny police.
Also, I drew that for Ashley's birthday.
You were listening to the song on loop.
I was. Okay, so basically the context for this was me and Asher were kind of RPing with each other, and we were doing this scene where Flora was apparently in a robe and slippers, doing karaoke to Cyndi Lauper's "Girls Just Wanna Have Fun." I fucking died when I heard this, and I'm like, and I was trying to think of what to draw for her birthday, and my mind instantly went that. So
Yes.
There it is. And I laughed the entire time. I could not get a hold of myself. I really was having a hard time taking it seriously.
Yes.
Also, show spirit for a moment. This is actually my first adult dragon that I've designed for myself in Flight Rising. This is Spirit. He's Chili's mate. And he is a brewmaster.
It almost sounds like you said broom master, but no, it's brew, like alcohol.
Yes, his claim to fame is a certain type of wine he makes from a berry that grows around the where the Ice Clan is located. They're called Winter's Delight, which was what I wanted to name Chili, but I wasn't able to. Fuck.
Wait, I just saw something. What if Spirit here literally calls Chili that in their spare time?
Yes, like a pet name.
God,
like, that's awesome.
He's just like, you know, you are my winter's delight.
Oh God, Ashley.
And why do I feel like he gets super red and he's just like embarrassed about it? But
he gets like majorly flustered. His fur just puffs out. That's adorable.
And you can hear like the little sizzling and such, like a kettle thing.
Oh God, what if he actually makes that kind of noise?
Yeah, or when he gets mad.
Oh God, and I actually incorporated the berries in his design. Like, Ashley, what is your thoughts on Spirit here?
Well, it definitely gives more lore and such. Oh, and
lore is important.
Yes, and this is my first drawing of my girl Gemini.
Gemini.
Which, fun fact, me and Chelsea, we decided to ship 2 of our dragons together.
Yes, they're both aberrations, and they're both in a lesbian relationship. So what?
Mine's basically named Blood Moon. Oh, and the funny thing is, during like an RP session we did, there was like a pageant thing going on. It's like, and let's just say, Blood Moon was not at all pleased. She was not amused.
And it was actually Gemini who put her up to it as a dare.
Yes.
She's not sorry for doing it, honestly.
Yes. Oh.
That one was actually of my dragon Persephone.
Beautiful. I know you took a while, you said.
That was actually a second attempt because I actually had her in a different pose. And because MS Paint decided to go into not responding mode because it wanted to be a dick.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Basically,
Show.
bitch.
So here is Hades and Persephone, and Ashley, show them the kids, like show them when they were babies. Because instead of breeding them in game, I actually designed kids for them, and here they are when they were just born.
Very much tricky pretty much a bit tricky.
I had fun with it, honestly. This is
I can tell.
They had 2 daughters and 2 sons, 2 little sky dancers, and 2 Imperials. And that one was Hestia. This is Thanatos. This little girl is Athena.
Greek gods.
And this is Erebus. Since I named Persephone and Hades after the Greek gods, I kind of wanted to stick with that kind of theme for them.
Oh!
Okay, that one was actually really fun to draw.
We were basically going over some ideals and such, and you were listening to some of those awesome MLP cover musics.
Oh, fuck yeah. Like, I was listening to A New Era Begins from Magpie Pony's epic Princess Trixie Sparkle that...
Oh, we gotta basically react to that. We gotta react to those at some point.
Oh, God. Honestly, like, to me, it's kind of one of those things where I'm like satisfied with just watching it once. I don't know why. I don't know why. It was really interesting, and I really did enjoy Estelle's backstory.
Yeah, and I will say this looked suit you well.
Like, this was actually like, I had done myself my Pony Sona Snowy Canvas at Nightmare form a while back. I named her Fractured Frost. The first attempt, I thought it was pretty good, but looking back at it now, I wasn't entirely too happy with the results. So you just go back to that for a moment. No, the first.
Okay.
So I did a complete fucking revamp of Fractured, and she looks amazing.
The only thing that's missing is the Alicorn amulet, but I joke.
Ha. So, and also speaking of Alicorn, I mostly just did this for mostly just fun. This is basically myself as an Alicorn, and I call her Sapphire Frost. And this was actually my corrupted, Nightmare in form. I call her Jacqueline Frost. This is basically like her corrupted form. I went with. It was kind of inspired a bit off of Ashley's portrayal of Jacqueline's corrupted look, which was
that and the mixture of the Grim Creeper from Balan Wonderworld.
Yes, I kind of went with a knight's horse aesthetic for this. And I think it looks absolutely fucking awesome.
Well, I will say it definitely works, and you don't need to have much skin on you.
Ha ha ha.
By the way, do you want me to show the slap now?
Yes.
The slap. Slappy slap.
Like I said, this is basically just a parody. It's basically just a reference of the meme, but it makes sense in context.
And we're not going to get too deep into that because, one, we really do not want to bring that up.
Or draw that attention because we don't need someone popping in on the stream.
And here it is. Here I am being a dominatrix like hell, and I'm the queen, bitch!
Yes, you are the queen.
The queen.
Over this imposter. Care to say bits about it?
Like what?
We joked about this.
Okay, we're actually kind of joking about this, and we both thought it would be absolutely hilarious if either of us drew this, and Ashley took it upon herself to draw this. And she did an absolutely fucking amazing job.
Let's just say someone apparently tried to pose as an ice-themed Nightmare, and little did they know there was another.
No one steals my throne and gets away with it, god damn it.
Especially an Elsa wannabe.
And I love that. Koshi VRX just said, never mess with this queen. Damn right, you do not mess with the queen.
Oh, Koshi, if you want to draw this, if you want to make this in your own style, feel free to. We'd love to see that.
Oh my god. And also, Koshi, like, that gif you did of Frost. For a little bit of context, Frost is my proto-gen annoying Chilton. That was absolutely freaking hilarious. I loved that. He really did not look amused at all, and that was absolutely hilarious. So, should we wrap it up, guys?
Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, talking about the dragon's thing.
Oh, we talked about that earlier, Cole.
Yes, but if I could sum up with the dragon's thing, at least on the spiral approach, Malfoy is the perfect example of how you do a dragon villain right.
Yeah, really. Like, I loved Malfoy as a villain. He is the kind of villain you love to hate. And honestly, as a villain, I have a serious amount of respect for him. But no, I'm not saying what he did was okay. I think he's an absolute fucking piece of garbage. But he's a piece of garbage done right.
Yes. And let's just say it's a rare occasion where you actually get dragons that actually have an interesting story to go along with them.
And honestly, considering the position he was in, it makes total sense how easy it was for him to turn to the dark side. Now, I've seen like several people's own interpretations of how Malfoy had turned evil, and all of them were incredibly creative. So a big round of applause for y'all who have took the liberty of doing that, including a very good friend of ours, Ren the Uruk Dragon.
Ren has crafted an awesome story, even though he doesn't call himself Ren on DA anymore.
I know I basically have a sort of dragon antagonist and why they are the way they are, but I don't want to spoil that because that is going to be for a later point in the story.
I'm actually, I'm asking Robot if she wants in the stream.
Oh. By the way, Jacob, you have,
Yes?
like, some antagonists that are dragon-like, right?
Yes.
You can explain. If you want to.
I think I might say that for a later time.
Alright. Maybe you could do that for a stream of yours.
Yeah.
Sounds
So I think it's a good time to wrap it up here, guys.
Yeah. I think this has been going on long enough. We basically showed and such. And also, if you guys are interested in Flight Rising, you're free to join.
Yep, it's free to play, and we will see you next time.
Yes.
Until then, stay frosty, everybody.
Bye.
And most importantly, remember to always stay awesome.